Oreo that shines radiantly. Buka, I have an experience of dealing this one particular group of society that boosts my full potential, I guess. Mukbang. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's all about food. That's so green. I went to the supermarket just now and I just discovered this new golden Oreo. Look, it's so pretty, so golden. Oh my god. Released for like 2 years ago in Malaysia. What I've been doing this whole time. I've been trying to fit in the society standard. Trying to fit in with all these people. But not anymore. Unlike this golden Oreo that shines radiantly. Oh my god, I'm just so high today. Trying to compare it with the, this black ones and the golden one. What's the difference between all of it? And then there's this chocolate one here. This is the vanilla one. Oh my god, no, it's not. It's the hybrid one. This is the vanilla one. I always saw this on the ad like mula-mula buka rasa Angelo. Mana? You can just Google the Oreo Malaysia's ad. It's right, it's like one of my favorite childhood ads ever. Anyway, this golden Oreo. It's just that vanilla and butter. Let's get to the topic. As I was saying, people tend to conform to the society when they're having this existential crisis, thinking they might be left behind by their friends if they're not trying to fit in. Hey, don't get me wrong, some type of conforming is good, like conforming to a non-murder society, for example. Murdering is a crime, obviously. The majority of the people don't kill people, and yeah, it's wrong. Don't kill people. What I meant by conformity is that it doesn't involve other people, like it's only involve you and your self-esteem. Oh my god, this is the Oreo one. Vanilla one. I have to say, I like the vanilla one better than the golden one because the golden one is too buttery. It's too rich, like too much rich, But I prefer the normal one. Normal is just nice. I have an experience of dealing this one particular group of society that boosts my full potential, I guess. Technically they're idiot. They tend to be constantly changing their stance on certain things, on people. I mean, people change, but sometimes that their changing is they adapt, like they evolve
to situations. Like, but it's not a good thing. It's like it's a bad thing. Like, it's full of hatred, full of envy, full of jealousy, full of in denial, full of hypocrisy. I don't know how to describe it really.
But yeah, they're constantly changing. In a bad way. They were all friends and hang out and everything, like a squad. Full of happiness, I guess, like sharing their photos on Instagram, stories, and yada yada. Behind closed doors, they tend to target a weak person, I guess, isn't that stains by its own. So if that person does not belong to his squad, they were just like, they were just judging him and that. And they're guys, by the way. That's when the drama begins. Drama it shifts to one person to another. Sometimes it's among them as well. Like, they have beef with each other behind closed doors. I was one part of the backstabbing group because I was trying to fit in. Yeah, that's not an excuse. I still feel bad about it. I feel like that's not an excuse for you to drag another person just because you want to fit in a certain group, which is, how selfish are you? Being neutral is okay, especially if you don't want to evolve in anything, right? But being two-faced, it's another whole thing. Same side of coins like Gryffindor and Slytherin, I guess, but not exactly the same thing. Being neutral means that two sides have issues with one another, but you clearly make stance for yourself that, oh hey, I'm neutral, okay? Whatever problem, you can just tell me. Being two-faced is like the red side. You're like, oh my god, yes, I love red. When it comes to the blue side, you're like, oh my god, yes, I love blue. You're not being neutral, you're being two-faced. Imagine if you're that person who's being trash to find out that the people that you call friends, they're actually talking behind your back. You don't know anything about it. You don't know if he makes mistakes or not. Thank God I break free from them. Thriving in independency. to be, do I say, insecure, of confidence, overthinking too much. Sometimes I feel like I was too outspoken, I guess. Am I wrong for having a different opinion on the certain? It's not kind of extreme opinion, it's just different from the other. Especially when I'm surrounded with egoistic smarty pants, triggered to every single thing and condemn you for just having a different opinion than you. Like, it's a debate. Debate. Oh my god, I need to eat. I don't really like this one. With the vanilla and chocolate. This one? And I was saying, I was having difficulty with communicating with this one particular group as a society. I was triggered and condemned me for every single thing. I said that it's wrong for you guys to ghost that one person. I mean, yeah, annoying, but he clearly told us that you can just be honest with him. Will go away if he annoys you during that time, which he did. Then everyone gave me that look like, you're so annoying, shut up. And little did I know that kind-hearted person have depression, clinically depression, also issues as well, like financial. And apparently, I don't be friends with that one particular group anymore. And I'm friends with that annoying person, which is, you know, that one annoying person. We're really close, like, we just be honest with each other. I'm like, I don't like you. You're so annoying today. And the person, oh my god, okay, you're annoying too. It's just one part of the conversation, but we do have a lot of deep thoughts and everything. Yeah, I mean, I like to be friends with him, even though he's annoying. Compared to this group that thinks that they are almighty and not annoying, but honestly speaking, each of them have their annoying sides. But of course, just nothing is or there's always gray area in everything. I love the Oreo one. I love the standard version. Sometimes it's good to conform, especially if you're in a professional setting where the majority votes for that, yada yada. I mean, you can't over-validate yourself with tweeted quotes. Feelings matters. It's okay to be selfish. Thinking you're the only main character in this world. Sometimes there are certain situations that you can apply to conform, but sometimes there are certain situations that you don't have to conform. You're human. You have brain. But what I'm saying is, conform to the right people. Maybe it's not conform at all. Give and take. That you should just follow, especially if they're being kind to you and they're asking for a favor. I'm not saying like a manipulative kind, like kind, like genuine kind. There are people that are very genuinely kind and not manipulative, and they just need you an extra tiny help for it. But there are parts that maybe when you're conforming to that particular group or particular person, I guess, they push you to the edge to the point that it brings out the pantainess inside of you. That's the time where you have to communicate and debate, like, oh my god, I think you are very like that, you know, that you're having a discussion, you're communicating openly, not ghosting. I'm gonna talk about ghosting later on, maybe in another video. I present that very extreme. You know, when I said about conformity, there are people that are extreme to conform, but there are people that are extreme not to conform, you know. Even if that thing is right, no, I am right. I am the only person in this world. Like that. Don't be extreme, just be moderate. You try to communicate with that person, point that you're having depression. You constantly have to chase that person, torturing yourself, especially if it's one-sided. If they don't feel an ounce of guiltiness, then just stay quiet and avoid them. Trust me, it works. And trust me, you don't need them.